I have often bragged up my furnace, warm air furnace, as being the best ever. Here I'm trying to make perfect more perfect, and I want to discuss this. Those bricks that are leaning, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, I just did them, and obviously they have to be restacked. I'll put washers underneath the left side until I have it plumb. I was kind of level, and then plumb. I was kind of in a hurry, but I wanted to say that before I do that, I'm going to unstack that side and see if I can make it better. I'm a big fan of not using mortar. Avoid mortar whenever possible, because you can undo something and redo something and use the material over again. I didn't like that stacking because it was too narrow on each side for the air to go through. Those bricks are just there as thermal mass. But I do want the air to circulate through. And so I tried this. I can absolutely improve that. But by going back and forth, I'll make this improvements. And if I'm not satisfied, well, then I'll do this one differently. Back and forth. I think of it as the sort of the paintbrush approach or the leapfrog approach to building, back and forth, but you don't use mortar. There you can see the way I stacked them before. I mean, of course they did their job, but I couldn't clean them, and I didn't have them touching each other so the air could circulate, but I think I can do better. Another factor was, with the same amount of bricks, I wanted to see if I could get it higher and still stable. I didn't get the stable part there, and it actually didn't get higher. Here's what I did differently. Something else I was going to say, but I can't think of it. I know what it was. By getting them higher, I think they'll be more effective at absorbing the heat, because the higher it is, the warmer it is. Remember, they're here only for that job of a thermal mass. That's a lot of brick. The thing is, I had them outside, and then they just freeze together, and you couldn't get them apart. And I thought, why store them outside when they could be inside offering thermal mass? All right, now I've got this cleaned out, and one of the things I couldn't do is I couldn't get a broom back in there with the way I had stacked them before, so I'll deal with that.